Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
Hi, I'm Pat Bavier. I'm from Twin Lug, and we're out of Minneapolis, St. Paul in Minnesota. And this is my Willy Wonka build. Started on it in February of this year, and I kind of like doing the movie theme stuff. So last year I did Wizard of Oz, so I came up with Wonka for this year and got the movie poster. I kind of wanted this so they knew where the start of it was. And then we've got the grandparents' house where all the grandparents are in the bed, and Willy Wonka gets his golden ticket, and Grandpa Joe's jumping around. Then it goes to the factory, and everybody's waiting outside the gate with their golden tickets, and Willy Wonka's coming out to meet them to bring them into the factory, and just got the smokestack for the factory.
Great kind of round building techniques on the smokestack.
Yep. And then we move into the chocolate room with the chocolate river, and where everything, you can eat all the stuff that's in there, and this is where the kids first see the Oompa Loompas on the other side of the river. And I've got the boat over here, but I couldn't really fit it into the chocolate river, so just have it sitting over here.
What are some of your favorite elements that you included here? It's so colorful. There's so much going on.
Yeah, I just tried to, like the candy bars, and just tried to make it as colorful as possible. I added like the mushrooms from different sources, and you've got the trolls and stuff, mushrooms and things. And the Oompa Loompas are something I made up myself just out of LEGO minifig things. And so that's the chocolate room, and then we go on to the factory, and it's not working right now. It's got the candy machine does work, but it's been a couple days of constant running, so it's getting a little bit more out. But this is where Violet turns into Violet. There, it's running a little bit, but where she blows up. She ate the in this one we had Augustus Gloop. He fell into the chocolate river, and so each one of them's got the Oompa Loompas. And then the next one is the golden goose that keeps the golden eggs. And so they're wrapping things up, and that's where she falls into she's the bad egg and falls into the chute.
I love the posing of some of these minifigs.
Yeah. So I have quite a few minifigs. I think there's like 25 Oompa Loompas and 7 Wonkas, and to go through the different scenes in the movie. And then this other scene is where Mike TV, he likes TV, so he gets shrunk down and he's in the little TV screen there. And then the last scene is where Charlie goes up in the Wonkavator, and that's when Wonka gives him the whole factory and the end of the story. And that's what I've got, the little plaque there that what Wonka says to Charlie at the end of the movie. And yeah.
It's so fun and so colorful here to capture all this. How did you decide on kind of the size of each of these rooms as the whole kind of layout came together here?
Well, something that was manageable. This one I kind of started on first, and it had to be big because that's like the big main room in the story also. But then I just wanted to have these kind of like the miniature vignettes kind of that I could lay out and tell the whole story. And I was trying to keep it within like an 8-foot table, but it ended up going to about 8.5. But that's what it was. And
you also have this great Wonka lettering here, and that's not always easy to achieve with LEGO to get all those crazy shapes.
No, I just wanted to add that. That was kind of one of my last things to do, just to kind of draw attention to the whole build and for people to see it. And people have really been enjoying it. A lot of people saying this is their favorite movie, and brings back a lot of memories for people. So that's the main reason why I build, just to make people feel good. So.
And I like the use of masonry bricks. I think in a lot of these builds here, were you able to find those in the quantities and colors that you needed?
Yeah, we're in a lug group, so we do get a chance to buy a brick from LEGO. So that's from a few years of collecting bricks, and so that was just a lot of fun to build it. And I loved the movie. It was one of the movies that I loved when I was a kid, so that's why I wanted to do it. So yeah.
Were there any custom elements for anything like the minifigures or some of those more precise parts that you had to use?
Well, the hats for Wonka, they actually came from somebody here at the convention. I had some different hats on there, and the guy that designed these hats brought over 8 hats for me last night and said, "Here, you can swap them out if you'd like." And they're actually the right color and everything, so I swapped them out last night, and so they're authentic to the movie now. And
Yeah, are those the Crazy Bricks, Guy Himber's hats? Yeah,
the
his
guy's
stuff
hats,
is
yeah.
so amazing.
Yep. So I couldn't really afford to buy all the Wonka stuff, the actual figures, but he brought me over the hats, and he just gave them to me as a gift, so it was awesome. So thank you, Guy, for that. Yep. So.
And especially like things like the tiles, which is that like a violet type color, or what, some of those like lavender, purple colors and things?
Yep, a lavender color, and that's what's in the movie. I tried to be pretty accurate to the movie, and I watched the movie a few times, just taking screenshots of the movie to try to make them look kind of accurate and for each scene that I was doing.
Were there any scenes or elements in the movie that you had hoped to capture but just didn't have time for, just didn't have the right parts?
The one that a few people have asked me, where's the fizzy lifting drinks? It's where they go up in that big tower, Charlie and his grandpa. And I didn't build that, so I may build that yet, because I'm going to probably bring it to a couple more shows, and so I'll probably build that at some point for the next show. So, yep.
And coming back to these earlier scenes down here, this one, obviously you've got kind of the building in the background, so what are the architectural elements to kind of make that up that you were going for there?
Well, I was going for this curved look, so this angle, and that was a little bit tricky to do just with the roof and stuff the way I did it. But other than that, I like just having this corner kind of sticking out for people to see, but just making the small kind of vignettes for each of the scenes.
Yeah. I love the use of the wood board tiles there.
Yep.
I think creates a really nice effect. And then another really cool element is the lighting. So how'd you get this lighting in the frame over here?
It's just some of that LED strip lighting, and I actually had to kind of double it up to get it spaced, because they're spaced a ways apart. But then it just set up so it does kind of the chase lights like the old movie marquees. Yep.
Yeah. This is a super fun display. So what are the different reactions like from both like adults and kids as they come up and start to notice some of the scenes here?
Well, I kind of set it up backwards for the show here because people are coming from this direction, but they see something that's Wonka. I mean, the sign says it, but a lot of good comments. Everybody's saying this is my favorite movie.
Yeah. I
had one guy yesterday say that when he's sick, he'll put in Willy Wonka and it makes him feel better. He doesn't feel so bad anymore, which is that's what it's all about. So it's been a fun experience just seeing everybody's reactions to it, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking us through each of these builds here, and it's always great to see some of these like movie-based scenes that really connect with the public well. So you mentioned maybe more scenes here for Wonka, but do you have other movies or other ideas in the future you're hoping to tackle?
That's what we were talking about last night. It hasn't come to me yet, but yeah, we'll work on something for next year. So it'll be something similar. I like the movie type of thing where people can really recognize it, and just something that they enjoy, and that's what I built for. So.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, thanks, Josh.